Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. In this video, we're going to talk about guilds, getting involved in them, and are they just financial opportunities or are they a community building kind of experience, and is that side of it worthwhile? So this is answered by myself and Jim Morgan, and we speak about it and to it from the perspective of Time and Attention, our guild. And you guys are going to want to think this through for yourselves, because we are moving into a place where Splinterlands is going to be offering significant rewards, financial rewards for your time and attention inside guild brawls. And so if you're not already in a guild, you should be imagining how you can get there and starting to think through what that would entail. This video is going to give you some sense of that and also maybe get you excited about joining time and attention. If so, drop a comment below, and otherwise enjoy the video. Have an amazing day. God bless.
Deco is asking, is a guild is it a way to make SPS, or is it a brotherhood? It's kind of both.
Yeah.
The guy all the way at the bottom. Yeah, it's kind of both, and it really comes down to, like, what does your guild want to be, right? So, like, if you guys tend to talk a lot about the market, talking about like some just really good ways to make SPS, like, are you in liquidity pools? Are you talking about the meta in the game? Are you talking about just good card combos? Or is it like everyone just doesn't talk to each other and just does brawls and gets DEC from ranked wins and then soon to be SPS? So like it's kind of what you make it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And some people are perfectly fine with just being like, yeah, I'm getting my rewards and I'm just not talking to people.
Yeah.
But some other people, or it could be like half the guild doesn't even talk to people and the other half are talking to each other.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, we've got several time and attention guilds. And so I feel like we've got like some, familiarity with the question, and sort of in like living it out. My view is that you hope that it is bigger than just like a space where we kind of cumulatively benefit, and you can do more than hope. You can actually like facilitate that would be a reality. How would you do that? Well, when you create a guild, you know, you encourage people to, I guess, recognize your hope around that. Like, hey, we're not just looking for people to just do brawls, you know, or for that matter, to just do their daily quests, which are both helpful, by the way. Those are really helpful. And you do need, that's like almost a responsibility, but you would hope that there's like an interest in getting to know one another and kind of growing that relationship. And I think, you know, part of what that can look like is having a Discord that you guys work together in, that you talk together in daily or, you know, regularly at minimum. We have in our Discord, we have not just like a group Discord, but we then have members channels, and we have channels that are specific to like each of the various legions of time and attention. And that way, if you have kind of a unique set of interests within your legion, maybe it's a different conversation that's kind of more exciting to that community of people. It seems to be working well, and you know, we're growing and things are going well. So yeah, man, it's I think it's both, like Jim said. And you know, you need to make it that, though. It's not something that just necessarily everyone loves each other and we all get along and we're gonna have tons in common. No, but you know, you can strive to get to know one another and like build bridges on areas of where you do share common ground, right? So yeah, man, and it's super worth it. Like, not just from the SPS perspective, not just from the merits perspective, but also from the community, because like I've said on my channel before, like a lot of this is like now a full year of doing Splinterlands content. You know, I'm gonna say I probably have done, you know, 2.5 videos a day, ish. Like I think I've done like 1,000 videos or 900 videos. So that would be close to 300-ish videos, or sorry, 3 videos a day, roughly. And I'm not at all bored of it, because this is a community of people that are interested in this game, in this space, in a way that my real world doesn't allow an outlet for. And maybe you guys have a different community of people in real life, friends that just love talking crypto or NFTs or Splinterlands, but that's not my reality. And so I like being able to go a little deeper with Butters and Icy, and I think those are the only 2 I saw here tonight. But a couple of time and attention, but well, Jim, time and attention people, and just I guess having more opportunities to talk about this stuff. And so if you love watching these videos, I would say that is indicative of the fact that you would probably find a comfort and a joy and community in being part of a guild.
And Penny dropped ads. For over 20 years, I've been in guilds, so I assume for like MMOs or other games, right? Ran them, has been an officer, etc., etc. One thing I've learned, it's all about community, or guild fails over time, every time. Which I do think, in general, like normal games, yeah, I think that's kind of correct. But in a game, or in games like this, right, as long as you don't even have to be like talking to a lot of people in a chat, like you can be a lurker. But as long as you have communication when it's needed, right? So if, say, the guild leader comes to you and you never really talk in chat, but I need you to know that this thing is happening, or, say multiple people are fighting for specific things on a guild brawl, it's like, okay, well, now you guys have to take turns on it.
Yep.
So if I can't get that back and forth communication when I would need it, that is when it becomes a problem. But if everyone is doing everything that they need to, they're paying guild fees, they're doing their brawls, like I don't think you need to talk to people.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean it's going to fail for this game.
Yeah, I hear you.
Other games, 100%. I think that's pretty spot on.
The thing about Splinterlands Guilds that is different, and that I think I'm agreeing with you here, Jim, is that there's a certain component of like the soldiers that you need on your team, and like a great soldier can be the guy who doesn't necessarily like rev up the people, but doesn't maybe lead the conversation, but then is always completing the brawls and always doing your daily focus, and quietly doing that all the time for months and months and months is going to improve your guild rankings. It's going to improve certain building access. Like quickly, one of the buildings is like dependent on you doing your dailies. Yeah, like the lodge only goes up when people do their focus, your daily focus. And so, this is not something you can rush. You couldn't, even if Aggie made this point in the recent town hall. He said the interesting thing about guilds is that they're so, actually maybe it was Tails. I can't remember who said this recently. I heard somebody say this recently. It's so smart. They were talking about how guilds, like they could potentially be sold on the NFT or on the non-card market. Like it's a thing that could be essentially be
in the guild,
right? Like the whole thing could theoretically be like the title to it almost could be just passed on. And
that'd be sick.
I know, I'm sure it will be, man. And here's the thing, like this can't be bought. That you can't come in, and even if you had millions of dollars, you can't come in and say, okay, I want to create a guild of my own that is brand new, that's going to have a level 6 lodge. You just can't. That's not how it works. And even some of these other buildings that are different, like this one just needs DEC. You might think, oh, you can throw as much DEC as you want at it. No, you can't, because actually the hall you can. But the arena and every other one, you need crowns. Maybe you need crowns on the hall as well. Yeah, see, you need crowns on the arena, and these crowns take a long time to accumulate. And so, this is not so much like a conversation around like what you'll get out of being in a guild exactly, but like just connected to the idea that being in a guild, you're building something that is not easy to replicate. It actually takes so much time and commitment, and certain warriors that are on that team that are contributing and participating and are active in playing are adding something, even if they're not the biggest conversationalist. And so you do want conversationalists, you do want community, and that can't thrive in silence, but it takes a wide range of types, don't you think, Jim?
Yeah. 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 And it's like not every single person is looking to socialize or even can, like not even so much can, or they're just not comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And it's like, as long as you have that forerunner, that leader,
Yeah.
not everyone has to fill every single position socially.
Mm-hmm.